Advancing Implementation Science through Measure Development and Evaluation project, and this concept mapping project associated with that study specifically. The purpose of this short video is just to show you how to use the Concept Systems Global software. So the first thing that you're going to do is go to the conceptsystemsglobal.com website, which will allow you to log in using your email and password. And the first thing that you're actually going to see is an information sheet or informed consent for the study. And you'll need to accept the terms of the informed consent to advance to this main study page. And once you're here, you'll see that you have 4 different steps to the study. First is participant questions. So I'll ask that you click on that and answer all of these questions. And you can see that after you complete the demographic questions, it disappears from the site, and then you have the 3 remaining tasks to complete. So we ask that you complete the sorting task first by clicking on that link. And the first thing that you see is a text box with instructions that we urge you to read carefully. When you're finished reading the instructions, you can minimize the instructions box by clicking the X. If you ever at any point want to see the instructions again, you can click on the instructions link in the menu bar and they'll be brought up again for you to look at. So the main task here is to sort each of these items that represent what it means for a measure to be pragmatic into conceptually distinct categories, or categories that make sense to you. So to create a separate pile, all you need to do is click on an item from the left-hand side and drag it onto the tabletop. This will prompt the system to create a new pile, and we'll ask you to name the pile. You can defer naming the pile until later if you want, and just click OK. And you can see the pile is created with that item that you dragged. And you can continue to drag other items into that pile. When you're ready to create a new pile, you can simply drag an item to a different space on the tabletop, and it will again prompt you to name the pile. If you like, you can name the pile as you see fit. And again, drag items to that pile as they make sense to you. You can also create a new pile by clicking on the Create a Pile button in the menu bar, which is essentially the same process. We'll ask you to name the pile. You can edit that name, create a new category or pile for you to drag items in. You can also use a different view if you don't like this tabletop view. You can switch to a drop-down sorting view, which I'll show you in a second. If at any point you want to arrange the piles on your tabletop, you can click the Arrange All button, which will simply arrange them in a uniform fashion. You can minimize all the piles by clicking on the Minimize All button, or maximize all the piles by clicking on the Maximize All button. Should you want to change a pile name, you simply click on the Edit Pile Name and then click on the name of the pile that you wish to edit. So you might click on the Denver Broncos pile. Change that to Kansas City. You can save these sorting tasks at any point by clicking the Save button. And although the system will actually save periodically for you, we recommend that you save frequently as you're doing this task. You can also switch to a drop-down sorting view if that's preferable to you. Most folks find that the tabletop view is the easiest to work with. Essentially, you need to create categories for all 47 of the items. The number of categories is essentially up to you in terms of what makes the most sense as you think about these items. I want to just finish sorting these, obviously not doing this in a thoughtful manner, but I want to finish sorting these to show you what happens when you complete the task. It's getting kind of messy, so I'm going to again range all. So after I've finished sorting, it will say, congratulations, you've sorted all the statements. I just want to note, even at that point, if you want to change things around, you still may. You can still drag items to different categories even after they've been placed in a pile. Or if you want to create new categories, you can still create new piles by dragging the items out of the categories into a new pile. When you are satisfied with your groupings, you can click on the Save and Finish button. This will remind you that you have 2 more tasks to complete and allow you to return to the project page. The next 2 tasks are to rate these items in terms of their clarity and importance. And for the purpose of brevity, I've actually pre-rated all of these items aside for one. This just shows that you can just select these ratings from the drop-down menu. If you'd like, you can click Show Unrated Items Only, Unrated Statements Only, or you can show all statements. You can also save this rating information as you complete the task. Although once you've rated all the items, if you save the rating information, it will show that you've completed all the rating tasks for that specific rating. Note here, you're taken to a page that notes that you're not done until you've completed both the clarity and importance ratings. So I'm going to click on the importance rating. Again, I've pre-rated these just to show you what it looks like when you've completed the task. So rate this a 5. Save the rating items. And this will take you to one more link. This is a Qualtrics link that will take you to a page that will allow you to claim your incentive for participating in the project. And here we just ask that you write your name and your email address, and then we can send you an e-gift card for your participation. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for your participation in the Advancing Implementation Science through Measure Development and Evaluation project.